I'm starting a little video today just to give you a little bit of an idea of what to do once you book a show. Okay, you've already talked to your hostess, you have a date set. Now you want to put together a hostess packet, you want to know what the next step is. Okay, we have some information here. There's a lot of documents in your back office under Spa Show. We're going to put some documents out there in our OneDrive file for you as well. But I've printed some things out. I just want to give you a quick rundown of maybe some steps to take from this point forward. Okay, there is a hostess party tracker in the back office that you might want to print out right away. I have to say it's a little outdated, but that's okay. There's still a lot of things. It's a checklist that you check off. This is for you. You check off as you do things so that you know you've gotten every step taken for your hostess. So, of course, sending documents out to them and things like that, it's kind of all on here to check off as you go. Okay, what do you want to put in this hostess envelope? First thing will be a thank you letter to your hostess, thanking her for hosting the show for her to earn some extra free products. There's a couple different samples out there for you, so you might want to look at them, see if you like one better than the other. I suggest typing it again yourself or handwriting it. A personal note to her is just wonderful. They love the personal touch to it. But definitely send a thank you letter along with your hostess packet. There is one in there as well that shows, thank you for scheduling your show. It references a tic-tac-toe for your hostess. The tic-tac-toe for her is lists of different things that she can do before the show to get extra credit from you. So there's different things, at least have 10 buying guests in attendance, have a show of 350 total, at the end. If she goes and fills a tic-tac-toe, what you want to do when you send this to her is put a little gift at the bottom that she'll earn by doing each little tic-tac-toe. Now, it doesn't have to be an expensive gift. It could be a sample lotion bar. It could be a sample face care product or something like that. If she gets a full coverall, maybe you want to give her a lotion bar or something like that. It does not have to be a very expensive item, but if she gets coverall on this, she's doing really good in advance of your show. She deserves to have a little bit of a better gift, and she's gonna recognize that in the end. Okay, so that's something that you might want to send along with it. Okay, she needs to get a guest list together of who she wants to invite to this party. What we suggest is as many people as possible. There's a document called 50 Guests in 5 Minutes. It's going to give her some ideas of who she can invite to this show. We're going to put another document out there if it's not out there already, that will give you different ideas of something to jog your hostess's memory on who she knows and who she wants to invite to the party. I believe the percentage is something like 10%. If you invite 50 people, you may get 10 people at your show. It's just a percentage. It's the way of the business. So you want her to invite a lot of people so that she gets a good amount of people there. So that you want something that will give you as many ideas or give her as many ideas as possible. Now, you can choose to talk to your hostess beforehand on how you want to get the people invited there. Some people want to do it all themselves, and that's fine. It's a little hard for you to check back with them and find out who's coming because sometimes the hostesses don't feel like pestering and checking back with their people. A better way to do it, and if your hostess will do it, it's great. You want her to give you the guest list. Just have her write down all her names and addresses and send it to you, and you fill out the invitations and send them out for her. That gives you a record that you sent the invitations, and you can check back with her. You know who's coming and who's not coming, or at least you have the names. So that's kind of a better way to go with it, but your hostess may not want to do it that way, so you discuss that with her in advance. You're trying to make this a successful show for her. You want her to get as much in free product as possible, so you want to make sure the invitations really get sent, okay? Now, there's a document in there. It's called the Queen's Dream Sheet, and you can make up any of these. You can make up your own. That's just perfectly fine. This is something that you want to send to your hostess so she starts making her wish list. She starts dreaming and getting excited about what she can get free or half price sets and things like that. So send along something that at least gives her a list that she can fill out, that this is what I want, and she can work towards earning everything free or half price or reduced price from this list. Okay, there is a master spa show form that is out there as well. This is, you can send this to her, hold it yourself, that's your choice. She can write down her guest names here. She can write down the total before her shipping and tax. Of course, that total is going to be her sales total at the bottom when we get done. So that's going to be her total show sales, that you want that as high as we can possibly get it. But as she collects the money, if she does this in advance, just write it out across the top, and she can write down if she got a check, if she got a credit card number, or something like that if it was paid in advance. Now, you can refer back to this once you get to the show and make sure all the totals are correct, and you can add to it as you go when you're closing your show at the end. Okay, there is a hostess credit and order form out there. This is something you can use to total up her hostess credits at the end as well. So you can take from her dream sheet, copy it over to here with what she wants to order, and this is kind of an easy way to tally up everything at the closing of the show. Okay, now what else do you want to put in this packet? We do provide hostess envelopes, very nice sturdy hostess envelopes that are in the back of the, you can buy from your sales tools. A perfect Tyvek envelope is perfectly fine as well. You don't have to use this if you don't want to do that, but a Tyvek envelope will work. Just make sure you have something big enough to put everything in. You want to always make sure that you send along whatever the monthly special is for the date of her show. If we don't have it in advance, that's okay. As soon as we get it, print it out, put it in an envelope, mail it to her. Every little bit of piece of mail that she gets is going to be a reminder that she has her show coming up, and it gets her even more excited when she sees the guests or the gifts that can be purchased by her guests or by her. If you can get the next month, if the flyer is ready, send along the next month as well, because that is going to entice her guests. If somebody can't make it to her show, she can show them the next month. Maybe she can get that person to book her show because of the guest specials and hostess specials for the next month. So if you can get that, send it along to her as well in advance of her party. There is a document, Skincare Solutions. This is a perfect form to send along as well. It's going to show different skincare issues that people might have, and it's going to give our solutions to those products. This may help her guests, her outside orders. It might help them jog their memory. Think, well, oh, I do have some acne. What can I use, to take care of my acne from here? It might jog somebody's memory into something they may need and want to place an order for them. And the project Joy for the Journey is another flyer you might want to put in there. She may know a really good cause that she wants to put out there for you, that we could possibly do a pampering for this group and get them included with our new project this year. So you might want to include that along with it, along with her packet. I always try to include the card, our do's and our no list as what we don't put into our products. You don't have to send this one. You can make a copy of it and send it along, but I think the ones that we provide are so nice. I think they're good quality. I think it just stands out in the hostess packet and helps her advertise this to a friend as to why we're the better choice as to picking their skincare products. So that's something you want to put in the packet. You don't ever want to forget your opportunity brochures. Put a couple in. Always put an opportunity brochure in there, because this is going to give her something to read. She'll look through it, when she gets the packet. She may have a friend who's looking for extra income that she may hand this out to. So always make sure that you have opportunity brochure, 1 or 2, included in your packet. You might want to put one of the new flyers in. The new ones are really nice because on the back it actually has a picture of our hostess kit here, and it actually does have the price on it. So that's something you might want to include in your packet as well. Order forms. She has to have order forms. She can't place any advanced orders if she doesn't have order forms. So send some of these along with it. I usually include 5 for her advanced orders. Just tell her if she has more orders than 5, make a photocopy of it or just write it down on a piece of paper so that we have it all written out in advance of the show. Make sure you have the order forms included. And for heaven's sakes, don't ever forget your catalogs. I usually put in 3. If she's a working woman, which most of our people are, she will have 1 to carry with her every day. She'll have 1, maybe she's going to leave it with her family so that they can look through it, and she'll have another maybe to put out at her workplace so that people can look through it. But yeah, I always put three in the packet as we go along, so that, or as we send the packet out, so that she has enough to share with her friends. So this is just a real quick tutorial, so to speak, of how to get your hostess packet put together. If her show is booked further in advance than, say, this month, next month, which we really hope you try to get your shows booked a little closer than that. But if they are, keep track of when you send her things by that hostess tracking form. Keep in touch with your hostess. Send her the new flyer when you get it. You want to keep her excited. Give her a call and remind her of her show once in a while, just to keep her, keep in touch with her, so that, you've got her excited, and when the date comes, she's still excited and she has people ready to show up. So if you have any questions with doing any of the hostess coaching, check with your upline leader, check with your success coach, or me, your director, one of your directors. Go to one of the Facebook pages that you're involved in, and please ask some questions if you have any problems with anything. But, we're all here to help you, and we want you to have the most successful business, and we want your hostesses to have successful shows.